This is the Reflective speaking on December 26, 2025. I just came back from the military uh, call yesterday. I went to the district hospital to have a health care check. I think I was eligible for the military requirement, and my dad is handling this stuff. I honestly don't want to join the military service because I've got a job, I've got my career ahead, my being an IELTS teacher and a music producer. So joining the military is meaningless to me, at least at the moment. So yeah, I'm trying to escape this annoying shit. So I am sitting at the Millionaire Cafe in my hometown right now, and I just finished my draft of my ideal checklist, my ideal daily procedure. In the past 4 years, I have conducted and idealized a bunch of checklists, and I have always been attempting to uh, generate an ideal and productive checklist so I can keep all the activities and activities and my productivity under control. Um, the main problem of my checklist, of my daily checklist is uh, I have always procrastinated on the main stuff, the main activity like beat making, mixing, and mastering, and I like instead of doing all the most important stuff to earn money, I procrastinated by doing the small actions like um, all the fucking reading stuff, ritual stuff, um, you know, all the small activities, the small checklist, because they are easy to do and they are mostly receptive um, activities, which means consume. Um, I consume all the time from reading to listening, watching, and my weakness is I rarely and I am very procrastinated and lazy on generative stuff. For example, um, like the IELTS speaking, writing, beat making, and mixing, mastering. All these generative stuff actually earn money and require um, the thought, like the pre-production um, skill of my brain. So that's why, um, yeah, I'm kind of lazy on that, and I think as long as I am procrastinated on those receptive stuff, I would still be and will be just, you know, um, a loser. Yeah, just a loser because um, I don't want to do all the hard things and just sit there and consume all these stuff, self-help and video stuff, and I think I'm smarter than people. Actually, it's not, because soft skill and knowledge are just the second and third important things on uh, the way to be a successful man, a successful employee. First, I need to concentrate and nurture knowledge and build hard skills, learn my music production job and my IoT teaching profession. So yeah, I can point out my problems, my weakness. Um, so the key for all this stuff is I need to change my mind and make a checklist that I can never ignore all the most important stuff on my profession. Okay, so here's the breakdown of my morning ritual, my my daily ritual, my daily procedure, my ultimate checklist. Okay, so this is not a blueprint or long-term goals, because um, this is just all the activities on a daily basis. So first, I deconstruct my day into four time blocks because they are important. Uh, yeah, I don't want to tuck 20, 30 activities into a day without having a clear design and clear structure. So I will be immersed in all the fucking receptive activities. So first, I need to prioritize um, the most important activities, which are generative activities. So here's the breakdown. There are totally four different time blocks during my typical day. The first one, from 6 a.m., the moment I woke up, to 9 or 9:30 or 10 a.m. And this morning time block would be the receptive block, because um, during this morning block I would wake up, I would warm up, carry out the morning ritual um, on my browser, and lastly reading a couple of pages in the paper books. Okay, I have two um, two bookshelves. The first one is physical analog books. I've got, uh, in other words, the paper books. Okay, and the second one, um, a folder of ebooks in my system, and I would consider that for the 2 p.m. ritual, or for the um, this type activity, which is called not in a hurry status. I have a list of all the um, not in a hurry. Okay, and I would list. So for the first time block, for the first time block, the receptive one, two, wake up, warm up, morning ritual, paper books. And next, uh, music production related activities, which are live session jamming um, on the browser, I think, Spotify, music producer tracks. Um, that's for the vibe and music entry triggering. Next one is for the music production learning task. The work class, the dream teams, production sources, instruments training, production with the produce with the master, mix with the master, production documents, and deconstruction lists. All those for reading and listening to the successful music makers, and yeah, by listening and watching and reading these successful music makers, reading the interviews, gain my knowledge and my professional hard skills. So the next block would be from 9:30 or 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is gonna be the generative block, where I would reproduce stuff instead of consuming stuff like the first time block of the day. So the second time block, a generative one, would consist the most important tasks, which are beat making, mixing, and mastering. In 2025, I have spent um, enormous amount of time on mixing and mastering. I showed out a bunch of plugins, and mixing and mastering skills have been improved um, drastically and tremendously during the year. But even though I have produced a couple of instrumentals, but the mixing and mastering projects are much more than the beat making stuff. And so I need to modify this balance in the next year, 2026. So yeah, for the generative block, I need to make a beat, mix, master, listen to music. Okay. Next would be the receptive and physical time block, and this is gonna be from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. So during this time block, I would tutor my IELTS student. I would practice all the IELTS stuff, the TESOL stuff, like teaching methodology and teaching practice. Um, and I would also have the 2 p.m. ritual where I learn about artificial intelligence, production docs, production shorts, low, local live session jamming. Okay, next would be the reading activities like The Economist, Medium Vote, live sessions, Instagram Vote. Then, um, during my afternoon hours, I would uh, work out for my bodybuilding activity, um, and during which I would listen to self-help team experts and TED Talks. And I would also watch these contents during my bath time. Bath time, okay. Um, Next would be a super time dishwashing, cleaning up. So um, the, this would be a receptive and physical because I need to work out and clean up the house. So it triggers my physical strength. Okay, and I will also consume a lot of self-help and IOS related knowledge and content. So um, that's the third time block of the day. Okay, and among these activities, I would consider the Teso IO step into the ring um, the most important sort of activities. The second one includes bodybuilding, dishwashing, and cleanup. So if um, if I have a tutoring session in the afternoon, I would prioritize TESOL step in tutoring, then to the bodybuilding, dishwashing, and cleanup, and the, all the receptive activities like watching, reading, I would skip because I need to make time for the most important tasks, the most important task for the afternoon. So for teaching, for bodybuilding, bath, dishwashing and cleaning up. Okay. So so after prioritizing, after considering which activities for priority, I would easily skip um, the third and the fourth important task and just finishing the most in the second essential task would make my day meaningful and productive. That would be my strategy and my tactic from now on for my daily checklist. Okay, and so um, the final time block of the day uh, would uh, would be from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sorry, I choked. Okay. So from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I would call it a generative and reflective time block. So during the evening, okay, I would do something with iOS materials and mixing and mastering books, and these two are physically analog because I've got a bunch of iOS paper books and mixing and mastering books. So reading a couple of pages and listen to a bit of music. Then I think I would continue the beat making, mixing, and mastering, and um, press generative, right? And after after 10 or after 10:30, uh, would, um, it would include reflective tasks like journaling, daily reflective blueprints, and that's it. So um, the final time block of the day. So all in all, I have 4 time blocks, and I would um, make it visible on my fingers. So the first time block, I would say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 5 fingers for the first time block. The receptive time block. The second one, the generative time block, would be um, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, the second time block. The third one, receptive and physical block, would last from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The final time block, generative and reflective, would last uh, since the evening, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I would call 读主，读主就点了 okay. The 4 magical blocks of the day would construct a productive day. Okay, so 5 fingers for each time block. Yeah, and there's a list of a few not in a hurry activities, um, because I need to categorize them into this list because my current checklist is already full and sufficient, and I think I'm out of time um, at the moment. Okay, so these not in a hurry activities would um, be done anytime I want, whenever I want, and I just pick out one of them and learn for fun, for recreation purpose, and such. So these not in a hurry activities have art of assembling, okay, art of assembling, lyrics, songwriting, sound design. Next, art, um, art, business, history, and mind blowing. Pianology, guitarism, music theory, music talks. Because I think I have enough piano knowledge and the skill required for uh, producing most of the genres right now, apart from jazz and ballad. Okay, so first I need to utilize uh, the knowledge I have acquired for a long time to my music production before I move on, acquire more knowledge for pianology, like advanced pianology. Okay. Then last one, smart room and ebooks. So I got six. I'm not in a hurry list that are not as important as for the stuff I put in my daily checklist. yeah, that's the ultimate breakdown of my latest daily checklist. Okay, it's 11 now, and I think I need to go home and continue the Afro remaking project. So goodbye for now. Today is December 26, 2025. Okay, goodbye and Merry Christmas. Okay.